What up, everyone? This episode has been brought to you by Jam Hits. Jam Hits is a one-stop shop for all of your multimedia needs. Whether you're an artist in need of some studio time, recording a music video, if you're in need of printing out some artwork for your upcoming album, show, or merch, Jam Hits is the place for you. We also have many different podcasts and radio shows in which you can promote yourself in the confines of our state-of-the-art studio. I guarantee you, once again, Jam Hits is the place for you, so go give them a follow on Instagram. This is for all of my sneakerheads out there. I get all of my sneakers from one place, and that is Inland Empire Sneakers. Are you tired of paying those extra fees on certain websites? Are you tired of missing the beat on the latest drops? Are you tired of your shoe plug being outrageously overpriced? Well, if you answered yes to any of those questions, go give Inland Empire Sneakers a try. That's my primo, and let him know that Santi sent you. Once again, Inland Empire Sneakers on Instagram. Go give them a DM, go follow them, and for an extra discount, let them know your boy Santi sent you. Welcome to another episode of Santi's Section. Today, my special guest, he truly embodies what, in my opinion, what a rock star is. He's a true artist. His latest project, Taboo 4, is full of bangers. He's my homie, and he goes by the name Uno, aka the Bat. How you doing, brother?
My brother. Shit, you have to be done.
Nice to have you, Doug.
I mean, you got the Bat set up, the Joker set up, you know, I'm feeling right at home, you know? I love it.
Speaking of bats, speaking of bats, I know you like, you're always looking fly.
Yeah.
You make shit look better than I do. You know what I mean? Even if it's Temu shit.
You know? Gotta run Temu, you know? Temu.
I got you a little something. It's not Temu, but here you go.
Boy, I appreciate you, dog. Show the camera.
Yeah.
That shit clean. It's a belt buckle?
Yeah, it's a belt buckle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I got you some stuff in the car, too.
All right.
So don't let me forget.
Yeah, it feels great to finally hang out with people and you. We did have an interaction a while back ago. It was more of an exchange than an interaction. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, shout out to the past.
Yeah, shout out to the past. Yeah, and that being said, he was a guest on the previous podcast I was on, and it was an amazing experience. He actually was the first artist. You were the first artist that actually reached out to me, and I had no idea who you were, what you were about. And I actually had a conversation with my last guest about you, where I'm like, he was talking about, I only mess with people that I know, right? And he's all, because I already know their vibe, this, and that. I'm like, bro, I'm on me. For me, with shit like that, I'm like 1 for 1. Because the homie Uno, like him and I kicked it off, and we've had this chemistry ever since then. So I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you too. On that, I think it kind of goes both ways, right? I think it's cool to be comfortable with the people that you know. I think those are the people you should rock with and be wanting to go in the fire with.
Yeah.
But I think building relationships and meeting people is the whole thing of building your network.
Absolutely.
So I think you definitely have to do that to get far in anything that you're trying to do. I personally feel like that's right. So I'm glad I met you for sure.
No, yeah, same here. I mean, we've been tight since then. I mean, to the point where I whooped that ass on fantasy basketball.
Oh my God, whip my ass is crazy.
The homie right here told me I haven't lost a game in like 3 years. Like, all right.
Yeah, he gave my first out, but rematch this week.
Yeah.
And we'll bust his ass. You know what I'm saying? So pretty good.
Yeah. So I know I mentioned the bats, all that, and I've been wanting to ask you. I know I never asked you before. I mean, I know you're a huge Batman fan, but what's with the infatuation with the bats?
Yeah, no, it's actually man, I do a lot of them. Rebirth.
Yeah.
It stands for rebirth for me. And just changing, evolution, and really there's the darkness behind it, but they're also a very tight knit group of animals. And you may look at a bat from afar and think they're little, but up close they're pretty feisty and big bird, for the most part. So I think for me it's also about that, and then just being, you leave me alone, I'm in my space, you're in my space, then we have a problem. So it's kind of all that kind of entwined into one. But really the deep meaning for me is just the rebirth of The evolution of being who I once was to who I am now.
And how long ago was this?
Just really like 5 years ago. Like where I decided that I'm going to no, just there's an energy about me outside of the artistry. And so I wanted to change that narrative. I wanted to grow as a man. My daughter allowed me to, change and see different things and see the outlook on life different. So that whole thing was just kind of like, okay, well, what can I do to feed into the brand, which is the darkness and the nightmares and all that shit? But how can I have a light, kind of a lightness with it also, and kind of the bats that got for me.
How did you feel about bats prior to that?
I mean, I love vampires. So it was just I didn't really look too much into the bats per se. I just kind of was infatuated with Batman and infatuated with that whole thing. So I knew his version of bats was fear, overcoming his fear. So I knew that stuck out, and that was also things that I wanted to implement into myself, stepping out and being a solo artist, something that I haven't done. And I've been always making music, but never made my own solo music till 2 years ago. So overcoming that fear, and when I decided to do that, that's when I decided to become a battle.
That's deep. That's deep. It makes me want to share my story to you on why
Please.
Batman's my favorite hero.
Please.
It's crazy and it's deep as well. As a kid, when 1989 Batman was released, I remember that's when my pops was all, dude, we gotta watch this movie, right? And at the time, I already knew my dad's history, but I was too young to understand why Batman was his favorite hero. He wouldn't tell me, right? And we watched the movie, and at the time, my dad's like, "It's the greatest movie by right?" So it hyped me up. Anything your pop says,
I love it too.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Best movie ever.
Yeah, best movie ever, and I watched it. I loved it. We bought it. We got it on VHS the day it came out, like a few months later. And as I grew up, I was more infatuated with Batman. I became a fanatic. You know what I mean? And my pops, check this out. When he was 4 years old. His pops was a judge out of Mexico. Guess how his life ended? Just like Bruce Wayne's, yeah, just like Thomas Wayne's life. Exactly. And my pops was like there to witness that as a 4-year-old child. It didn't happen to where he inherited all of his pops' riches and stuff like that. There was a lot of politics behind that, but yeah, the meaning, you know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, okay. Like it took me. I don't think I realized that until I was an adult.
Not similar story, but just our childhood kind of impacts who we are as people today. And as much as we try to question why we are the way we are, I think we should just go back to your memory bank.
Yeah.
As much as you try to erase stuff or smoke things away or drink things away, go back to your memory bank and try to really understand who you are and why you are the way you are. Like, so horror things, right? It's a deeper meaning. So when I was a kid, the first movie I ever watched, like horror movie, was Chucky. So my biological dad wasn't really like, we're not really close. Like, we're boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my nigga, you know what I'm saying? But like my stepdad's my dad that passed away. So, but my biological dad, he wasn't really in my life like that. So I would go to his house, and when I would visit as a kid, and when I did, you know what I mean? If I did, but when I did, there was this one time, and I was in the living room where some random girl's house that he had, that he went to. And he was a, player, so he had a lot of girls and shit. So we stayed at her house, and I slept in the living room, and see the Chucky came on, or Bradley Chucky came on. And that was the first time that I was scared, of course, as a kid, scared of shit. But that was the first time, like, I ran in the room, and that was low-key the first time that he kind of, like, I don't want to say cuddle because that sounds weird, but, like, was a dad to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, horror kind of always, like, it's dark, but it kind of always, like, gave me that, like,
constant reminder.
And peace.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like, the only time I really got that as a kid from him. So I don't know, but I feel that.
Yeah, no, that's a real deep ass story.
I don't think I told that.
Yeah, it comes from there. You know? Wow, that's deep. And speaking of fathers, obviously you're a father of one. We both are, you know, and our daughters are pretty close in age. How's that been going for you lately?
I love it, bro. I love it. It's different challenges, right?
Yes.
And patience is the key word in raising daughters, especially in our age, their age that they are. But it's fun, man. I love my daughter. I love everything about her. I, I thank her mom every day. In my mind, if I don't do it verbally, it's because she's an amazing mom. She does what she's supposed to. She makes her daughter like the most cheerful, fun little girl that she's supposed to be. So I love it. And she in jiu-jitsu, soccer, basketball, track, gymnastics. She working, so she loves it. So I don't know, it's fun. I like it.
Out of all of those, which one do you think is like her main passion from what you've observed?
I don't know. I don't think either,
Really?
any of it. But she's nice at all of it. Like soccer, she's competitive. So it's anything competitive.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be. I think she thinks she's gonna be the best at. So, like jiu-jitsu, she be beating dudes up. She be beating guys up, and she's not a little girl either. So they be having a hard time with her. So she gets, but she, you know, a little girl, she'll take it easy. You know, but guys, they throw them in the fire. So I love jiu-jitsu because you get thrown in the fire, and what you gonna do? You know what I mean? So it kind of and that, but she's competitive basketball. She's soccer, 3 goals a game.
Wow.
Like she's nice. So
She plays midfield, forward, or
I mean, they're kids, so they're everywhere.
yeah.
They're just running.
Probably what I need to do to get my into some activities.
How's she?
She's 8. Yeah, she's 8, and very hyperactive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I stopped listening to people when they tell me, "Oh, it's gonna get easier. It's gonna get better." But
They said it's terrible too, and then it gets better from there. But it's like how when they're growing.
Yes.
So that doesn't make any sense.
And they're starting to observe your weaknesses.
Right.
Like
right. She hit me with I will say she's expensive.
Yeah, mine too.
And expensive because I guess I'm the fun parent. So like I have to do the fun stuff, you know, because I'm also the strict parent too.
Good.
So it's the both, you know. You do what I ask, then you get what you want. You know what I mean? And so she understands that game. Then she's hitting me for like $80 backpacks, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, and calling me every day, like, yo, we're on FaceTime. We're her friends, so I know why you want this backpack. You've been telling your friends that you love to get this backpack. So you just want to go to school and chill with people in your $80 backpack, a roller backpack. I didn't even know it was still in. Like, roller backpack from like the 70s? Like, bro. But yeah, she's expensive. I love my baby, though.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah. It's definitely a huge blessing. You know what I mean? It's just learning their system for me is just like, damn, she's a better freak salesman than I am.
Every time.
Every time. Oh, you want me to eat healthy? Okay, are you gonna give me more robots?
Right.
So, aside from all of that, I mean, what else is new? Where is your life at now versus where it was a year ago when we last connected?
Yeah, man. Shit growth. I went to a new spot. Pocket is better. Health is better. Mind is better. I feel more confident, and I'm always a confident person, but I just feel more confident in who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't try to adjust who I am in rooms that I feel like I should adjust. That's been a big change, I guess I would say. But that comes with being in those rooms.
Yes.
So you have to have the experience to understand that. So being more open into being a yes person That's been my mindset for sure.
Yeah.
Since the last year. Really, it was like, no, I ain't going nowhere. Till like, all right, let's go. Let's go. Because I think the interview we did a year ago, bro, like a week later, we had to move. Like,
Oh shit.
so I think actually we was moving when like, if you actually looked at my studio behind me, it was shit. Like, everything was, because we were moving everywhere, you know, but, so yeah, moved into a new spot, and just mentally, bro, I just like, okay, I'm gonna go crazy. That's a group that you wouldn't necessarily feel the most confident. I feel the most confident.
Fuck yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that's been the most painful.
Some people can call it aging, but I call it being seasoned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. And you did touch on something that once upon a time, when, you know, being a rebel, I remember they asked me, would you ever change anything about your past? I'm like, no. Because if I had everything my way in the past, I'd probably still be a piece of shit. I probably would still be here. I never would have learned shit. Everything would have been handed to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree. I think every challenge allows us to be who we are. You just gotta accept that shit.
Yeah.
Right. People dwell too much on passion.
Exactly.
And they dwell too much on negativity and why. They try to find answers on why. Like, that was a big thing. Like, in dealing with a lot of deaths that I've dealt with in my life. I just got to ask questions, bro. I just do. Just go.
Yeah.
And it may be numb, it may be, I don't know, but I just go, and that's kind of my mindset on everything. Just go full 100, full throttle. Understand, you know, who you are and what you were is not the same thing.
Exactly.
And just keep moving.
And in the midst of it, I mean, you gotta embrace what's in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dwelling on the past, you're living in a false reality. Crazy. So, I know you just recently, I mean, shit, since we spoke, you dropped 2 albums. You were at Taboo 2 when we last spoke. You dropped the 3rd one,
Yeah.
and then the 4th one.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of artists that just drop like one project every couple of years, and then they drop, of course, some singles in between.
Right.
And it's because of the work, money,
Right.
sweat and tears that's necessary in order to do that. Yeah.
Right.
So, how do you approach like the album? How differently do you approach it? Like, from what I've observed on this last one, you had a lot of more features than you did in your prior ones, which they were all off the chain. You know, fucking phenomenal work. Yeah, I feel like you embody quality over everything.
Right.
But the fact that you put them together so quickly, you know,
Yeah.
like, so how do you approach them?
Yeah. So I work like a 12 years a slave type slave.
Oh shit.
Like the type of slave that like works. Like, doesn't sleep, like doesn't want to get hit in his back, so he just works all day. That's me. So I just go, bro. Like, I like, my thought process is, I've been able to put pieces together. You can tell me something and tell me the story. And I'll be able to put the story together in my head without all the pieces. So that's how I think in everything. So I'm at, when we talked, I already made Taboo for it. Like, I just needed to either redefine, or maybe I wanted to put one of the songs on Taboo 4 on Taboo 3, or maybe I wanted to, but it was already done. Like, when we talked, I've dropped 43 songs in 2 years, solo songs. I've recorded 600 songs. So, and my next project's already done. I'm working on like 4 collab projects at once with 4 different people. So it's like, I don't know, I just kind of just go, and I don't really think. I kind of put the puzzles together I'm 28 or 29. I started this at 27. Did Jay-Z drop his first thing at 26 or 27?
I believe he was 26.
26.
Yeah.
So I dropped my first one at 27. I did that on purpose a year later. So 27, and so from 27 to 29, I just did all that because I had 0 to 28, 0 to 26 to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was thinking of Taboo 1, 2, 3, 4 when I was 15. Taboo's from a game me and my family play. That's the game that they play. So, okay, it's charades, but a different way of charade. Okay, so what is others taboo? Oh, taboos are what we are in society now. 20 years ago was deemed taboo. People with tattoos, us minorities talking and having podcasts and everything like that. This is all deemed taboo. These are things that are outside of the norm. So I've always been planning things. It was just, I just kind of, it was just the time. It's everything lined up how it's supposed to, but connections and making sure you meet the dopest artists 5 years ago. So when you're ready to put them on your album 5 years later, you have that rapport so that our connection is it. That's why I was like, well, I don't think like, bruh, not that I'm knocking bruh, but I don't think like that. Because people on my Taboo 4, I met in 2021. You know what I'm saying? These aren't people I grew up with now. Taboo 1 and 2, those are people I grew up with. You know what I mean? So it's an evolution that I've also gone within the music, but also the hearing. And 3 was like, I got R&B. 2 was like, what you guys like the most out of 1. 1 was everything. I got screamo, I got R&B, I got songs talking to God, I got different things on here. 4 is like, all right, bro, I don't care. I'm about to just have fun.
Yeah.
Like I'm just literally just gonna make freestyle on tracks. And
Yeah.
here you guys go. And let's see what it does.
I observed that one about 4.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Just fun.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I worked, it was work. 1, 2, 3, hella work.
Yeah.
It's like a trilogy, bro. Like, if you're talking about, if you say, okay, what's the best franchise? 1, 2, 3, you're probably going to be like, those were the best ones. Then if they keep going after that, you're going to be like, except for Fast and the Furious.
Mm-hmm.
That's because they restarted.
Yeah.
4 was a reboot.
Yeah.
So really 1, 2, and 3 don't, you know what I mean? That was still the main ones because those started the franchise. People love Tokyo Drift. Yeah. So I don't know. I just felt like being strategic and being smart on how I want to do it. And bro, I just work. I just work all day.
Live that.
That's it. That's all I do.
Like, you still have fun, bro. Like, I don't know how the fuck you do it, because you're younger than I am. I'm just like, my homeboy's fucking living the life.
That's not that. Like, I mean, you got to enjoy living, right? Like, but smart. Like, I'm the youngest, like, out of all my homies. So I've been the youngest my whole life. Yeah. So it's like I've been doing shit I wasn't supposed to be doing since I was 12. Yeah. So it's like I'm running the streets with 17-year-olds or I'm 12. It's like, bro, I'm maturing. And so now I'm just like, advancing, showing.
Yeah, and with your features and your music, all of that, like when I first spoke to you, when I first met you, I had no idea about your world. And what I mean about your world is the coast. Mm-hmm. You are that person, that connection that connected me to the coast, right? Shout out to Lord Sanctus, who runs CTC Radio, and that whole movement. I feel like you're a key player of all that. So how right now when you said 3 years, you've known a lot of these cats, is that group of people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm not from that area. I'm not really from there. So I'm not from anywhere. Mm-hmm. So my whole life has been moving. Been like an army kid, bro. Just moving to different places, different places. So with them, it was just, I've always been, find your group, take a group with you, and go into this place. Find your group, take a group with you. Now you're just building your community, but it's from different sectors.
Yeah.
So it's a big ass group of people. You're down here 2 hours away. CTT radio is 3 hours from me.
Oh, shit.
So that's 7 hours from you.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas would never have ever connected.
Never.
But that's why that's the goal. Like, bro, this music shit is supposed to be global.
Yeah.
But if you don't know someone 7 hours away, how do you expect to be global?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to have bridges. You have to have bridges. Or people, you're not going, I can't meet my man if I don't meet my man.
Yeah.
I have to have these bridges so that everything can go. Simply just off of meeting him, I can say 2 words that my bro in the back that's making all this happen, I can say 2 words to him, which I have since we've been here, but I follow him back on Instagram. Alone off that, I'm just gonna send people over here because of my people, and I like what y'all do. So it's about being a bridge and connecting things and growing it. Because I don't know, I just can't stand the cool kids that gatekeep shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are we gatekeeping dope shit?
Yeah.
Like, we all should be doing what we love and getting paid for it because we're fire. So for me, it was just about building the bridge. It's just about keep doing it, like, so we can build an empire of our building is filled with everybody that loves each other. Yeah. And that's like what my goal is.
Yeah, you're speaking my language. I mean, I once had about a year ago when you and I first connected, I had a vision of creating or being part of a network, right?
Right.
Because I seen that vision of strength in numbers, create a movement within a movement. You know what I mean? And I talked to my boy Mike. I introduced myself to him one day, and first thing he said, he's like, "Yeah, I just want to create a network." I was like, "Shit, this motherfucker is speaking my language." You know what I mean? So yeah, I hear that. That being said, though, I must ask you. I mean, how do you deal with? And I don't know if you ever have, but I still have to ask because I want to learn some things from you. When you do partake in a movement, or a circle, and there is a family feud, you know, you're featuring with one, you're having one cat being featured on your music, and then this cat tells you like, "Hey, well, I don't know about this cat over here that you're making this song with." Have you dealt with shit like that?
Oh, bro, all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's ego and feeling.
So how do you react to those type of discussions?
So, okay, are you asking me how do I deal with feuds in the family?
Yes.
Okay. Feuds in the family depends on how serious the feud is. Okay? Because everybody feels that what they're saying and what they feel is important. So the goal is because I'm the leader of my family. So within what we're talking about, the goal is to make you feel hurt. Okay? Now, if I disagree with what you're telling me, let's say I make you feel away. As long as you get across what you wanted to get across, and I'm receptive to that, then there's room for growth and dialogue. If what you're expressing to me, I'm so arrogant that I dismiss it, then there's nothing to talk about. So to me, it's all about leadership and are you open to having uncomfortable conversation? So some people aren't comfortable with having uncomfortable conversation. So they won't. And because they won't, there becomes a feud. And that feud gets created from silence. And I'll remove myself from that situation. I'll communicate. You want to be silent? That's fine. No, this is where I stand on it. If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to. But I'm going to remove myself from that situation because you're not even mature enough to have a conversation. So how are you going to be mature enough when there's millions of dollars involved? Yeah. I'm not going to complain about spoiled milk. There's a reason why I was here, and now there's a reason why I'm not longer here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna appreciate what I was given, what I was built, what I was taught while I was here, and take that somewhere else. And that's kind of just how I move with life. I don't dwell on drama.
Yeah.
Like if you niggas want to be mad and feel away about something, I know where I am, what my worth is. Bro, I don't want to go too deep on your situation or whatever. But let's just state the facts. I heard of that podcast because you're not a part of that situation no more. I ain't heard of that podcast since.
Mm.
I'm here talking to my brother. So on his new podcast that's upgraded from us chatting in your living room.
Yeah.
No slight to anything. I'm just saying what was learned was learned.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't cry over spoiled milk. We elevate.
Yeah, I'm just gotta get uncomfortable with. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Yeah, that's true. And
pressure makes diamonds. If you ain't got no pressure, you ain't gonna have no diamond.
Yeah.
So how can you be comfortable? People want success, but don't understand what it's like to fail. They don't understand what it's like. What are you gonna do when you get that success? Yeah. Are you prepared for that? How are you prepared for that? And you crying over whatever you crying about. What's gonna happen when everybody in your mama, everybody in your whole family, people you've never met, ask you for money? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when your day one person steals from you? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna react? But you worried about what are we talking about?
Damn. You involves deep. So since we're on that beef talk and all that, non-beef, we could call it non-beef. I've seen some of your rants.
Yeah.
On IG sometimes. I don't know how deep they are.
Yeah.
You know, so with that
being like 10%.
10% deep. Okay. So I must ask, what pet peeves do you have that leads you to those situations?
Man, like this morning, for example, I spazzed. I don't even think I spazzed. I'm in bed too, mind you. Like I just woke up. I wake up at 6 o'clock every morning. I get up, use the bathroom, brush my teeth, work out, take a shower, go back in bed. Right? Then I'll just go scroll on bullshit. Till I get up at like 10 o'clock, then I'll go record from 10 to 4. 4 hit, take a nap, wake up at 6, then I go record from 6 to 10, play 2K from 10 till I go to sleep. Every day. Same shit. Unless I have different things I gotta do. Yeah. So nothing happened that made me snap. Nothing. I woke up and I just saw something dwelled on me that someone said on CTC radio 3 days ago. I was there and I heard it, but I didn't have nothing to say then. But then I had something to say today. And I just woke up and I was just like, man, you can't compare what you deem. This is one thing. People love to be critics. And my number one thing to people that love to be critics is, can you do it? Can you do it? Truly look in the mirror and ask yourself, can you do it? And if you can't do it, shut the fuck up and appreciate what you're seeing. You don't have to be a fan of it. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to be like, oh, Santi's the best person that's ever talked. This is the best podcast. You don't have to do none of that. But what we're not going to do is diminish what I'm doing. That's what we're not going to do. Because there's levels to this shit. So that was it. It was just me waking up, realizing they got a list of some top 5 people in the city. Granted, I'm not on there. That's cool. I don't need to be on your guys' list. I really don't. But then you have these dudes in the chat come into CTC's chat. Then they're coming to my home talking about top 5 and then list his artist that he thinks is his top artist. Now, mind you, music is subjective. So let's take away what we say is our favorite artist, right? Let's just take away artist, like the music itself. How do we deem success off of music? You deem success off of an opinionated sport, because this is all that is. It's opinionated. There's no facts in music. So off of opinion, how do you deem facts? Numbers, impact, things you can see, like that translate. So shows, merch sales, things like that. Okay? So when I wake up and I'm like, oh, this nigga said top 5, I'm in the chat. He don't say my name. I know this dude. His favorite, you can't compare. Nigga, your favorite rapper dressed like he in NWA. We in 2024. Your rapper still, your favorite artist makes music that you only play in low raps. Your favorite artist only raps. Your favorite artist only sings. Your favorite artist only does this. I do all that. Mm. Your favorite rapper only raps, or your favorite rock star only does rock songs, or your favorite pop star only does favorite pop songs. I do everything. So let's not diminish what I'm doing to highlight what they're lacking, because it's not on the same playing field. I be trying to be modest, but sometimes I like to wake up and just shit on people sometimes. And that's all that is. Just sometimes I want to be Bruce Wayne instead of Batman, and sometimes I just wake up like, this is a Richard. Yeah. You're struggling respectfully to get a Nixon. So stop talking to me about your top 5. Let's figure out how we can grow this whole thing so that we, as a culture, as I'm tired of Cal, for real, and Blast and AZ Chike. Do you know who those 3 people are? No. Okay. Those are who are considered the faces of California hip hop right now. Oh, wow. Okay? I'm tired of that being that narrative. Mm-hmm. There's more than those 3 people in that selective type of music that can. What happened to the Pops and the Snoops and the Cubes and the Easy E's and the Dre's and there's 1,000 different artists. They all sound different though. Yes. Nips, and there's a whole field that you can be okay with being this sector of LA or this sector of California or this sector of something. We don't have that no more, and I'm tired of it. Yeah. So when I'm ranting, when the king rants, it's just to let you peasants know that the level is not the same. Let's be okay with the level not being the same. Let's ask questions. Yeah. Because I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not a person that spits on people. Yeah. But you're not going to just keep spitting on me and think it's okay. And so I just take things personal. That I probably shouldn't take personal. Mm. But I do. Yeah, I do. Of course. I do. I'm an artist. Hey. I'm sensitive. Hey, sensitive about it. I mean, you just reenacted the Last Dance. Where Jordan's like this, you know, and I took that shit personal. Yeah. And he probably doesn't. He didn't mean it that way. Yeah. And that's why I didn't direct anything toward him. Yeah. Just your music taste. Yeah, I feel like when those conversations happen, especially in music these days, there has to be subcategory. But the motherfucker that is in every one of those categories, that's a different individual. Real quick. Uh-huh. And I don't know your answer, so I just want to ask you a quick question real quick. Who's the king of hip hop today? Not who's the best rapper. No, yeah, king of hip hop today. To me, today, king of hip hop, and we're speaking worldwide, today. Right? In my opinion, I'm giving you my opinion. Your opinion. Now I'm gonna give my opinion based on artistry, beats, rhymes, impact, controversy. Mm-hmm. So with controversy, you already know who my answer is gonna be. I gotta say yay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because who's number 2? That makes it a little bit more complicated. Does it? Yeah, for me it does. Okay. I gotta say, and I say yay,
because he checks off all the boxes that I just mentioned. You know, he's bi-generational. You know what I'm saying? And he's still here. In hip hop, I can't recall a person who's living who's bi-generational. You know what I mean? You got Michael Jackson in pop. You got, some people say Elvis in rock and roll, right? So in my opinion, Ye is bi-generational, and he does fucking everything and anything with detail. And
He's my favorite artist.
You know what I mean?
So yes, I was looking for Drake.
Yeah, I knew you were
I was looking for Drake.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I was looking for Drake, yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Because he fits that same, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
To me, it's not Kendrick or J. Cole.
No.
And
those are MCs. So we're talking artists here. So let me interrupt you real quick because my point that I was trying to make, and I got to give you your flowers right now. I do have a list of people that I've spoke with that I've met that I'll put top 5
For sure.
MCs.
For sure.
Top 5 this, top 5 that, right? I'll put, but there's only like a couple from people that I've met and I consider my friends that I'm like, no, these motherfuckers are artists. And I mean, you are definitely, you embody an artist. I mean, that's why I said rockstar, because when you think rockstar, motherfucking MCs, rappers, artists are making the rockstar Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So that's the reason why I say, in my opinion, you're a true artist, because you just gave the breakdown you just gave on your Rant and why. Yeah, you check off all the boxes. Even when it comes down to the look.
So and that's why I like the rockstar shit. Because to me, I'm not, you can put on a boom bap rap. Pull your favorite rapper up, put a beat up, have him freestyle to that beat. I'll freestyle right after him. I bet I smoke. I bet I smoke. Now pull up. Now let's do a concert. You do your songs, and I'll do my song. I bet you I smoke, but on a whole different level. You gonna rap your shit. Bro, I'm 6'2", 225 pounds. You gonna see that in the hospital after, because of how hard I go. Like, it's a different shit. So I don't mind the rockstar shit, because I am that. I'm not, you put the camera on, put the lights on, and be a different person than, you will see Ozzy Osbourne and Ozzy, but then put the lights on and the camera on, he gonna be eating hands off the floor. You know what I mean? So it's just a different vibe.
So that being said, speaking of rants, right now we're gonna dive into one of your latest videos. As you just said it yourself, the King's Rant. Let's take a peek at that.
Let's do it.
And we'll be right back.
I came in, I'm so fly, baby, too lit. I came in, I'm too sick, I got that cool drip on my chains. They talk crazy, I'm seasick. She tell me she got that water, got that mop stick. With all that she got, she went to school for nursing. I might fly her out, but last time she just back for purses. Too fly, got too many girls up in the cockpit. Kick back, got bitches rubbing features for relations. I'm smoking so many blunts, high as a spaceship. Fucking porno bitches, they finna lay shit. I pop a shroom, kissing niggas when I'm in the room. I walk on the moon the way I'm high. Okay, I'm too fly, I'm too lit, I'm next year. Okay, a cool rider, she just wanna stop and smile. Cause she coming and she just love my lifestyle. Girls just be calling my phone, just feel like next time. Her friend is tryna fuck a nigga. They say they best friends, but I know that I can fuck her later. I pull up in that girl's mouth like an hour later. Niggas calling for that handout, but I can't do no favors. We stay grinding for the motion, ain't no saving faces. Stacking money to the roof, it's only blue faces. Stay running through the pressure like I'm Eddie Lacy. 100 bitches at the crib, I need that reservation. I can fuck whoever I want, I get impatient. Too late. Walking in, I know that I'm the shit. Yeah, that's 100 on my wrist. All the drip, I'm feeling like I'm sick. Nothing gets bigger than this. Nothing gets bigger than this. I can spend 100 on my whip. I might check. I came in too fly, baby, I'm too lit. I came in too sick, I got that cool drink. My chains, they talk crazy, baby, I'm seasick. She tell me she got water, I got that mop still. Too fly, got too many girls up in the cockpit. Kick back, got bitches rubbing features for relations. Too fly, got too many girls up in the cockpit. Kick back, got bitches rubbing features for relations.
Who produces and directs your?
Yeah. So depends on So King's Rant was Destructive Films. So that was actually the first time I worked with him. Cool cat out of Oakland, California. That was actually the first time I've ever worked outside of my sector, my group.
Mm.
And that's because some of my artists worked with him previously, like a couple weeks prior to that. So they gave him a shot and he was fired. So I was just like, yeah, I'll work with him. So let's do it. And he's super fired. To this day, he did the sniper one shot. I got some other shit lined up for him this week. He's super dope. But Bam, Dial Bam, that's my go-to dude. Andre Watson, those two dudes are the masterminds behind creating the looks that I write. I write pretty much all my stories. So anything you've seen is pretty much directed or storyboarded by myself. Like I said, I'm into the film shit, man. I write movies. We do shows, you know what I'm saying? We got a show. We're gonna start filming this summer. So I'm just excited, bro. And just try to stay busy with shit. But yeah, like gotta kick out a production team. But Bam's the main one.
So can you recall the first song you ever performed at a show, and how long ago was that?
Yeah. So I grew up in a church. I grew up in a Christian rap group. So the first time ever performing was with Bam, actually. That song that my dad wrote for us, gospel rap. We were in can't remember the song at all. Can't remember what I wore. Oh, I can remember what I wore. Can't remember the song, but it was we had on these army LA hats, like the black and army camouflage LA hat, all black with the Dickies. Wasn't even supposed to be wearing Dickies with the black Dickies. Jeez. And I think we had Forces? No, Maxes. Yeah, we have some Maxes. But yeah, that was like shit, 7? Yeah. 7 or 8 was the first time I performed, like rapping. And then acting like on stage and shit was like 6.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, the church, Jasper, California.
My brother, I'm telling you, dog, like you're definitely meant to be a fucking superstar. And I see it. You already are in my eyes. I'm being biased. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
But that being said, I mean, what else do you have going on this year?
Yeah.
When's your next releases?
Yeah.
Drop your plug, my brother.
Got you. Y'all can follow me at the name Uno everywhere. TikTok, you can probably see like 3 accounts. Follow all those. Some of them are podcast accounts, some of them are artist accounts. One of the accounts I'm like 100 away from being able to go live. So follow that account the most. I think that's the name of it too. But man, I got like 4 collab projects coming up. One with the new artist that I signed, Luigi. Marquis, we just signed him. He has his debut project Under 7 dropping. So this will come out later. It had just dropped, so March 8th. Make sure y'all go get that. And then another collab tape with Mike Valley. I got a bunch of features lined up. I got another collab tape with Phyllis Driller, my brother.
Shout out Phyllis Driller.
Shout out him, dog. Yeah, man. Podcast.
Yeah.
I already played up the show that we're doing. It's kind of like a Twilight. Not Twilight, like a Twilight Zone and Black Mirror, but short. It's kind of like a reiteration of that. First episode, you know, you got some guy coming out of his house, running, full jog, full, you know, like the morning jog, morning routine. 6 o'clock, running down the street. Lady comes out, checking her mail, splits her throat, keeps running.
Mm.
End of the episode, you'll get the backstory on why that happened.
Okay.
It's kind of like Star Wars, where he'll come down and explain to you why,
Yeah.
but you'll get the action, and it's only quick 2 minutes. I think that's kind of the vibe of the show, and that'll be the first episode of the show. So just trying to just do different things and creative things, and just trying to, you know, keep my mind busy, you know, stay having fun with this shit for real. So,
Well, I must say, my brother, you definitely have found a home here.
appreciate y'all.
I'm
glad
glad.
to come back.
I'm glad. It's yeah, absolutely. Bring the gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let me know. I will bring the whole team.
Yeah.
And even if it's not the team, whatever my brothers got shit that they got going on, if you would have to, I'll plug them in.
I'm with it. Yeah, it's definitely a pleasure. Like I said, you're like a brother to me, even though I haven't known you that long.
My brother,
Yeah.
for real, for real.
I appreciate you.
For real.
I'll catch you next time.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you for having me.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.